Hi everyone, and welcome to the second chapter of NFIHammer. Before I begin, I'd just like to say thank you so much for everyone who has liked, commented, or subscribed to my first 3 videos. I was really overwhelmed by the warmth of the Warhammer community. YouTube quite often can have quite a lot of toxicity, but everyone was really nice and supportive, so thanks for that. So yeah, after finishing these 2 models here, I really wanted to get stuck into some more miniature painting. So I had a look at the magazine that came with these 2 figures. It's the Getting Started with Warhammer 40k. And at the end here it said this is the next place to kind of start, with different pay levels. So this is the Elite Edition, but I was thinking of getting the Recruit Edition just because it has more minis that I can paint and just sort of get started with it. So that seemed like the next logical step. So I went online to Games Workshop to try and secure this, but the issue is they're out of stock, and it's also $65, which was a little bit expensive. So when I was in Australia posting a package, I just happened to have a look at the magazine rack, and I saw that they had this thing called Warhammer Imperium, and it looks like it's a monthly Warhammer magazine, which seemed kind of cool. But what was really interesting was that it came with 5 Necron Immortals, and I was like, well, I've got the glue, I've got the paint, so I probably have everything I need, even though this is issue 25. And it was only $13.50, I think it was, and it has all this cool artwork in it, as well as the minis. And it also has all the instructions on how to build them, which I'll use in a minute, and it even comes with some of the data sheets for playing the game, which I'm interested in trying out, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. So yeah, I just set myself up, trying to do it in bulk. So I had 5 little sections, and then I was gonna get started. I've got the minis from before, and yeah, I was just gonna start clipping. And so I definitely got a bit more familiar with it. I was less shaky for one, so that was good. Also, the problematic cat was also outside in the enclosure during this, so I had a lot less disruptions. So yeah, I was trying to do what I thought at the time was very clever, was like trying to do bulk. So this is like the little back spine thing. So I was going to try and do 5 of these, and kind of do the next one times 5, the next one times 5. I did start trying to clean them up as I was cutting them, as you can see here, but I kind of alternated between doing that or just cutting them all. It was a bit all over the place. I didn't really have a great system worked out. So people that are watching these videos with the cat, apologize in advance. The cat doesn't really make much of an appearance. But yeah, thank you everybody who has been commenting and giving me tips. Someone suggested that I needed to water the paints down more. People explaining about mold lines and stuff. It's really appreciated, because the hobby, I'm really enjoying it so far, but it can be quite overwhelming for someone that's coming in with literally no knowledge. And none of my friend circle is into this, so I don't really have any resources to tap into. So this is just me continuing on. I didn't realize at the time with these ones that they kind of need to be really flush so that you can join them together. So yeah, I continue cutting the kind of common bits, but what I don't realize right now is I'm cutting the guns, and the guns are all slightly different because they have the hands in different angles. So I made a big mistake by not really reading the instructions very well. So yeah, the legs are different, but they don't really make any difference. So that was fine. But you see here, I'm realizing, oh, I've made a huge mistake. That, yeah, the gun piece needs to correlate with the back piece, because there's a cord that connects the two. And the joints, the arm joints, also need to be the same. So, yeah, I start then trying to keep them connected. But as you can see, the gun on the left has already been out of order. So I went and watched the video that I recorded to try and reverse engineer which number they relate to. And I think I got it, but as you'll see later in the video, I don't think it worked very well. So yeah, I'm just, separating it. Now I'm going back to the first two now that I've realized that they are slightly different. So yeah, I guess I thought I was doing well because I was reading the instructions before I started, but obviously attention to detail is something that I can work on. Next time I think I'll definitely not make the same mistake. So yeah, here I'm just trying to figure out, this is when I realized that the back piece has the 3 tubes that connect to the front gun, and that each tube is different. And yeah, so here I'm just like cleaning them up a bit, because they need to be flushed with the thing. And then I'm using some blue tack to try and just put them together. But I don't think the arm joints are right and the gun joints are correct. So for now, I'm just going to leave it here because I've been going at it for a couple of hours. But I'm going to have to come back and really try and figure out how to get the correct arm angle and the gun angle and everything before I start gluing. Anyway, thanks for watching chapter 2 part 1. See you soon.